Welcome back to another day of Coast Life. We're so glad you're here. We are your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and hope you don't have any weekend plans for September 7th, because you are going to want to clear your schedule if you do, because we've got our Shore Living Expo coming up. It's a Draper Media event. If you've attended in the past, and you know it's tons of fun.
So fun.
If you have yet to attend, you're missing out.
I know, it is so fun, and it's so fun, a lot of us are going to be there.
That's right.
Coast Life, Coast TV. I actually don't know who else, but I would assume BOC.
Yes,
Y'all gonna
our
be
friends
there?
from WBOC are going to be there as well.
Perfect.
I know, I'm there sometime in the morning.
Okay.
I'll take a closer look at that schedule a little closer to September 7th.
Right, exactly, exactly. But it's so fun. A lot of vendors, a lot of prizes, a lot of just fun activities. You can bring the family.
Yeah, it's free to walk in those doors. You don't have to pay a single cent, and it's just a great way to get in front of a lot of guests that we've talked to before. If you do have any, services that you need around the house, I know it's all presented by Pohanka of Salisbury and Spicer Brothers.
Love.
So they're definitely going to be there if you're looking for a vehicle or a roof.
What are you looking for, people? Just go to Shore Living Expo. But yeah, we wouldn't tell you it was a blast if it wasn't a blast. We don't lie to you.
It's true. It's true. And if you remember, we had Steph McVeigh in here a little while ago, last week,
That's right.
chatting some more details about Shore Living Expo.
Did we say where it is?
Wycomico Youth and Civic Center.
If we did, now you heard it again. September 7th. See you there.
Be there.
Sweet. That'll be fun.
You know, we also always like to start the show with, just chatting conversations, catching up, catching you up on maybe some things you missed. And today we're kind of catching up on things that the kids these days miss, because they don't have to deal with these hurdles in today's day and age.
That's right. And I always think I didn't run into any hurdles, back in the day, in the 90s and the early 2000s. But when you think back now, you're like, how did I do X, Y, and Z without X, Y, and Z? And even like talking to my parents, I was telling you, like my dad would always talk about like miscommunication. It was like more understood, but also happened, I think, a lot more back in the day.
I think so.
You lose someone's landline number. Well, sorry.
That was it. Not everybody had a cell phone. Most people didn't have a cell phone.
No, you couldn't text them. You couldn't, look them up online. You couldn't message on Instagram. Hey, I lost your number. Text me.
Right.
Or text someone else. Do you have it?
Yeah.
So I would say that. And now, thinking back too, I'm like, how did I talk to people before the cell phone?
I know, and I always consider like how many numbers I used to have memorized.
Oh
like
my gosh.
My closest friends' numbers I had memorized. Obviously, my house phone number I had memorized. I still have that memorized. Everybody in my family's cell phone numbers, like I had those memorized. And I feel like even the numbers like before and below me in like the school phone book.
The phone book. And remember, you could like opt out of the phone book?
Yes.
I do remember I had my own little phone book, and it was pink.
Yeah,
had little poodles on it, and all my friends' numbers. And I do remember trying to 3-way, 4-way, 5-way people in the phones. And then someone's mom always got upset because she was like, I need to call the doctor. I need to call your dad. And if you were on the landline,
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think there are still some things that like we think of as being our childhood, but not this current like crop of kids.
Yeah.
Like drinking from the hose is one. I feel like every kid always drinks from the hose. Like it's not. I don't think that's unique to any one generation.
I was gulping from the hose. Oh my God, I got all my weekly water from the hose. Those were fun days. It probably wasn't healthy.
Right? You can still taste the metal.
Oh yeah. It was flavored.
You know exactly what that taste is, that like little copper tang.
I loved it.
But I think things like getting up to change the channel, I realized the kids I babysat that like they never had to experience the inability to pause a TV show.
Ah, that's right.
Because they could just even pause like live TV at that point.
I remember when TiVo came out. And it was a game changer.
It was a huge deal. But even just on demand, things like that, you could suddenly pause and play and fast forward through live TV. It's one of my dad's favorite features. He loves pausing, go to do something, skipping commercials and coming back to it.
What is it with dads and commercials? They hate
commercials.
So funny.
He used to always watch 2 channels at a time so he could skip back and forth. Yep.
Always.
Something else though that we were sort of talking about, and it's in a similar vein. They're saying that Gen Z doesn't really know how to use a traditional like typing keyboard, so they're typing papers on their phone, which I guess this is really like I'm not sure how much of Gen Z is left in school and how much of that is Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
So I'd be less surprised if Gen Alpha doesn't really know how to use a proper keyboard.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine trying to type a whole paper on your phone.
I've heard of a lot of people not having computers. And I don't have one at home, but like I have my iPad, so like that's like my thing. But like, and I have a work one, so whatever. But no, but I would believe it. They've been doing a lot more on their phones. We talked recently, it was a few weeks ago, about how like our generation needs to do important things on a computer.
Yes.
Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they can do everything on their phones, and I just don't get it.
I mean, in a way, I'm not surprised, and I think it's funny and like maybe a touch ironic, if you will, that, and I think millennials were guilty of this too, especially on like us, the younger end of that millennial Gen Z cutoff, where like we're thought of as the tech-forward generation, but I genuinely don't know anything about computers. I'm like, if it's not working, I'm like, did you unplug it and plug it back in? And that's what I know. But like, I do have some friends that know a lot more about computers, and they get frustrated because they're like, kids these days don't know how computers work, and I'm like,
just keep me out of the conversation.
Right? Like,
don't worry about me.
You handle that, not me.
I don't even know how to use an Excel sheet. No idea.
I'm not good at it.
Nope. Nope. And I think some people make fun of like, you still use Excel, and then others are like, I don't even know how to use it. So are we behind? Are we advanced? We don't know. Let us know what you think.
You tell us where we are, because we don't know.
I think we're behind.
I think we're a touch behind, but I feel like that's kind of when it starts. Like once you kind of hit that full-fledged adulthood, especially if you don't have kids, so like you're kind of missing out whatever the new thing is, because that's what keeps you young, if you will. It's just, like they would be interested in the new thing. So you do kind of fall into this little free fall of like, I don't know how do you do, fellow youths?
I'm going to let all of you use AI, and I'll just
Right, you tell me how to use it, all right?
We'll just believe ya.
We'll just believe ya.
That's terrible.
But one thing we know, again, for sure, is how to do our job, and that's Coast Life.
Some days we do.
Some days. We're going to tell you what's coming up today on the show. I know it's hot today, but cold weather is coming, and when it does, you're probably going to be looking for a warm getaway. We got some details on where to go.
And back to school, maybe also back to daycare. It can be a little nerve-wracking for the little ones, but we're talking to experts about how you and your little ones can transition easily.
And Labor Day weekend is this weekend. Maybe you're hosting some cookouts if you're looking for some delicious spices, perhaps some delicious teas to pair with them. We've got the perfect one-stop shop. All that fun and more is headed your way today on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Celebrate Labor Day with huge savings at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 in savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Labor Day weekend is the best time to upgrade your ride at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
Get covered from the rain with a free Coast TV umbrella. Simply enter at coasttvumbrella.com for a chance to win. Then catch Coast TV News weekdays to see if you've won. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less, but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood, but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. But through August 31st only, you can get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber, and no payments, no interest for 12 months.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you a down to the penny price that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
I'm through. Oh no.
This is what life's about. Like, let's just get straight to the good stuff.
Does anybody want some good news?
When I think of beauty and sunshine, it's you.
We're built for this.
Boom.
Every person has the ability to inject something positive into someone else's day.
Everyone's week could use more Drew. New Magic begins Monday, September 9th.
It's Judge Judy's greatest hits with classics like
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of baloney.
Plus,
What are you, nuts?
Judge Judy, delivering the hits daily. Coming September 9th to Coast TV.
Coast Life, we know that many of you out there have been, or you know someone who has been affected by Alzheimer's, and it really does affect the whole family, the whole group of caregivers that are involved when it comes to this terrible disease. But luckily, there are so many people out there that are interested in finding a cure for this horrible disease, and maybe you can take a step in the right direction for that, because the Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming up, and to tell us a little bit more is Frank Coates. Welcome to the Coast Life Couch, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, so give us some details on the Walk to End Alzheimer's. When and where is it, and why is it so important that people join?
So the Walk to End Alzheimer's is at Grove Park in Rehoboth Beach on September 14th.
Perfect.
Registration is at 8 a.m. It's open to the public, so anybody in the Delmarva area can join, and we'd love to have you.
Awesome. Why is this such an important cause to you and to really get people in the community involved?
Yeah, well, last year, about this same time, my wife was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 59 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So it's, very near and dear to our heart, and we jumped in with both feet. But from a bigger picture, the Walk to End Alzheimer's is the single largest way that the Alzheimer's Association raises money. There's 600 communities all over the U.S. that do this walk, and we get hundreds of people to participate. As you said, there's over 22,000 people over 65 living with Alzheimer's in Delaware, and 31,000 caregivers. And so it's a huge number of people who are affected by this disease. And we need this money for care to help those people who have it, support for the caregivers, and then research to find a way to slow it and then ultimately cure it.
Yes, definitely. And it's such a difficult, disease, because I think too a lot of people think it only affects really older people, right? But you just mentioned your wife's 59. I know a few people who have been under 60. Are there any kind of common misconceptions or myths that you want people to know about that you want to bring attention to?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that are important. One is detection, and many people that are under 60 years old can't believe that they have dementia or Alzheimer's, and so they go a long time thinking it's something else, and really should be seeing their doctor and getting diagnosed. The other thing people need to know is there are ways to slow the progression of the disease, particularly lifestyle changes, healthy eating, limiting alcohol, and really engaging socially to keep your brain active. And so we think it's really important for people to know there's hope. There's new medicines coming, and the research is making huge strides in trying to understand the causes of this. And there's going to be a future without Alzheimer's. We just need to raise money now to speed it up.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see that future. I think this is it's such a heavy topic, and I think it's such a difficult disease for everybody that is involved, not just the patient but the caregivers. But this is a fun event, the Walk to End Alzheimer's. What else is going on?
It's we get together and there's a lot of hope at this event, and there's mostly caregivers there, right? So there's also a tremendous amount of support for one another, people who have lost someone to Alzheimer's. There's this really great ceremony we do in the beginning with the flowers. So there's different colored flowers that people carry in the walk. Yellow is for a caregiver, orange is for somebody who's supporting the Alzheimer's Association, purple are for people who have lost someone to Alzheimer's. And then there's a blue flower for those people like Tara who will be walking with Alzheimer's. We'd love to have more of those folks join us. And lastly, there's one white flower, and that represents the possibility and the probability that someday we're going to have a cure for this horrible disease.
Oh, that's great.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's great. Well, we're Team Tara. I know you're Team Tara.
Yes.
We're Team Tara too.
Awesome.
So we're very excited. If someone wants to support your team, maybe they can't go to the walk, but they want to show support, how can they do that?
The easiest way is just to go to alz.org/walk. And you can sign up yourself, or you can join a team. Join Team Tara. We'd love to have you on our team. And if you can make it out, come walk with us. It's only 2.5 miles.
Perfect.
Everybody can do it. We walk right down to the boardwalk in Rehoboth. And so you can do some window shopping on your way if you want to.
Speaking our language.
Good idea.
So one more time, that when and where that people can show up.
So it's September 19th, Grove Park in Rehoboth. 8 a.m. is registration. The ceremony starts at 9, runs about 5 minutes, and then the walk starts. And 2.5 miles, so it'll take you anywhere from half an hour to an hour, depending on how fit and fast you want.
Sure. Well, worth it for what it's doing.
Yes.
Great. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing about this awesome event and sharing your story a little bit as well. But when we get back, we're talking a little bit more back to school. Maybe this is somebody's first year going from summer to daycare. We're going to get you ready for some of those adjustments when COASTLIFE gets back.
The dad who recorded his daughter's first day of school every year. Next in Sun Edition. From the start of kindergarten.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor.
To her senior year in high school.
Physical therapist.
And every year in between. Then, the Paralympian swimmer. Her quest for gold.
I'm feeling really excited and proud of myself.
Next in Sun Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Peninsula Home Care proudly serves the beautiful communities of Delaware and Maryland. With a team of compassionate nurses, therapists, and social work at your service. We are here to help you regain your strength and independence right in the comfort of your home. Our team actively engages in our community, including ongoing education with our partners. From hospital to home, Peninsula Home Care is your hometown home care, right by your side since 1985.
Hey, Linda, come check out my bathroom remodel. I'm having it done by those guys on TV. They do everything. Paint me green and call me a cucumber. I thought they was gonna spice up your bathroom, Cletus. You should have called Peninsula Bath.
Listen, Linda, you made the right choice.
At Peninsula Bath, we do bathroom remodeling, and that's it. Top quality, competitively priced, and customer focused. And ready when you are. Thank you, Peninsula Bath.
Spark your senses at the Spice and Tea Exchange in Rehoboth Beach. Food lovers, home chefs, and tea enthusiasts rejoice. Smell and sample your way through hundreds of exotic spices and teas from around the world. Our signature blends and rubs are hand-mixed daily to ensure the highest quality and freshness. Talk to our tea experts and learn the wellness benefits of drinking fresh, loose-leaf premium teas. Find a tasteful gift for that special someone or join us for an in-store cooking demo. Find your way to flavor at the Spice and Tea Exchange on the Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Sister locations in Annapolis, Maryland, and Old Town Alexandria, Virginia.
Celebrate Labor Day weekend with Camp Rehoboth Community Center at Sun Festival 2024 in Rehoboth Beach. On August 31st, enjoy a night of comedy with stand-up comedian Joe Dombrowski.
He looked at me and he goes, ma'am, okay, that laugh was a hate crime.
Then on September 1st, dance the night away with DJs Robbie Leslie and Joe Galthrow. Don't miss the summer's biggest party at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Get your tickets at camprehoboth.org.
Sponsored by Coast TV.
Draper Media presents the Shore Living Expo, celebrating health, wealth, and home. Saturday, September 7th from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka. Great demonstrations and interviews with Delmarva Life's Lisa and Jimmy on the expo stage, along with prizes and fun. Plus, meet your favorite Draper Media TV and radio talent. From crafts to home services, boats, cars, and RVs. This is a free event you don't want to miss. Go to WBOCevents.com. See you at the Shore Living Expo.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Shell's Early Learning Center.
Well, we've been talking about it since really last week, coming back to school.
Yep.
It is that time again.
Sure is.
But parents, I'm sure you understand. You had your kids home all summer, you got them ready for school, and now you're like, oh, wait a minute, do I have after school care? Do you need to have a kid in daycare? Does their schedule line up with yours?
A lot of questions.
It's stressful. That is the good reason, though. We have our friend back in. We have Angela with Shell's Early Learning. And thanks for being here today.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me back.
Of course.
I always love coming and sitting on the couch.
Yes, we love having you.
Yes. And we love Shell's because we always tell people, we're like, listen, we don't have children, but if we did, you are who I would trust my kids with. Totally. So talk to us a little bit about what you're seeing right now, what kind of enrollment, what Shell's is looking like with school back in session.
So with school starting back up, of course, we got our school agers leaving. It's a sad moment because we enjoy having them in the summertime.
Sure.
They get to just relax, have fun, and like I said, at our centers, we're always just doing something fun and different for the kids. So seeing them go is a sad part, but then on the flip side, we lose them. So then we have all these open spaces. So it's a double whammy. It's a sad and happy moment. So right now what we're starting to see is we're getting those phone calls like, my kid goes back to school. Do you guys open before care, after care? Like, I don't know I didn't think this far. And I was like, I know, the summer was fun. It was hot. It was a lot going on this summer. So this is that time of the year that we get those phone calls of needing before care, after care, parents being like, oh, wait, I need to get them into a pre-K program. I need to get them back into an actual school schedule, the younger guys and stuff like that. So this is the time, like I love to remind my parents and upcoming parents or current parents, remember, we got to go back to school. We got to get out the summer mode. We're back into action now. So mainly right now, we always have openings for before and after care for school agers, of course.
Yes.
The only thing I do like to let families know, specifically in the Milton location, is we only take HOB. Only because they're the only one that transports to us. Milton Elementary doesn't. Okay. So that's something I do like to make clear because it does become a frustration for my parents. Sure. But HOB does come to us. But we do before and after care. It doesn't matter the school either. We have parents that'll pick their kids up from school and drop them off to us and then come back later and get them perfectly fine. We work with our parents' schedules. We get their schedules are different. As well as we got an amazing pre-K program across the board. Nice. So for all of our centers, we have an amazing pre-K program where we're actually introducing a new curriculum into the current curriculum we have, and it's called Highlight. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, those Highlight magazines that we used to have and stuff like that, well, Highlight actually turns into a curriculum, which is amazing, especially for preschoolers. So one day I was on the computer, entered a raffle, and I won. And we got all this free curriculum for our preschool program, and when I tell you it's amazing, it's just as amazing as their magazines into a curriculum. So we're so excited to introduce that to the students. So yes, our pre-K programs are open. I will say our spots are becoming limited across the board just because back to school, the parents want to get them started, put them on that routine. Yes. So our spots are becoming limited for the pre-K program specifically, but for all of our other ages from infancy to 3-year-olds, we have openings, and that's at all locations. Perfect. Milton, Harrington, Dover, Camden. Does not matter. We have those openings. Yes. But I'm so excited about the pre-K program and their new curriculum. When I got the curriculum, I was like, I wish I was a pre-K student because that would be so much fun. It's so cool. It's to the point that I'll go into the classroom and just sit there and watch them learn because it brings back memories. I'm like, I remember sitting there waiting for it to come in the mail and doing the little activities in the magazines or going to the dentist's office and seeing a different highlight I hadn't seen before and stuff like that. So the curriculum is a huge point because I know a lot of parents ask, since you guys aren't with the school district, do you guys meet their standards? We go past their standards.
I was going to say, you exceed them.
I was going to say, we go past them. We don't hit the bare minimum. It's boring. We don't want to be boring. We want to be outstanding, and that's what our students are, outstanding, because we surpass, and we see what they need. So as long as we're meeting their individual need, and that can be going past the basic or being at the basic, as long as they're accomplished, that's the biggest thing that we're concerned about.
So if someone's interested or just has questions, what's the best way to get in touch?
So you can either give us a call at the center. I would say you can give us a call at our Milton location, any of our locations for sure, or even if you can't figure out which location works best for you, give me a call on Milton. I can direct you to where you need to go directed, or we even do inquiries that go to our email. So if you go on our website, www.shellschildcarecenter.com, you can actually fill out a childcare inquiry. Us administrators get directly to our emails, and we can reach out to you, give you a phone call, get you set up for tours, or just walk in. Does not matter.
So make sure you give them a call or just go online, Shell's Early Learning, check them out. You won't regret just looking into it. So Ange, thanks for being here today.
Of course, thank you guys for having me.
Of course, we love having you. Coming up, you guys, we have some tea, not to spill,
to drink and some other spices to maybe spice up your barbecues this weekend.
Yeah, you'll see what we're talking about when we get back.
Vernon Powell now has Hoka Kids, just in time for back to school. Or choose New Balance, Skechers, backpacks, drinkware, and more with 20% off every second item during the back to school sale at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. But I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional, and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Shell's Early Learning Center, child and parent approved.
Shells have become an extension of our family. They've helped prepare our children for school.
I love Shells. My teacher makes learning fun.
Creating a fun learning environment to prepare the children for school.
Shell's accredited staff is dedicated to preparing your child for school. Don't miss your chance to join the Shell's family. Enroll your child for fall now before it's too late. Shell's Early Learning Center, preparing our future generation.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Honor the brave men and women who served Delmarva with a Coast TV salute. Sponsored by Spicer Brothers. Nominate a local veteran, a service member, or first responder at coasttvsalutes.com.
Vernon Powell now has Hoka Kids, just in time for back to school. Or choose New Balance, Skechers, backpacks, drinkware, and more with 20% off every second item during the back to school sale at Vernon Powell in Salisbury and Rehoboth Beach.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Maybe you had a stressful week back to school or a stressful 2 weeks, and that's okay. There's no better way to de-stress than with some good food, good people, and a great cookout. And to help you prep for those plans, of course, we are hanging out at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. I am with Rob and Robin West. You guys, we love coming in here because the store always smells amazing. Everything I've ever tried here tastes amazing. And I think my favorite part about coming in here is that you guys as the staff have such great ideas to help, you know, me, a person who does not really know how to cook that well, elevate some basic food and really utilize all these beautiful and amazing spices that you have in store. So let's dig in. You can tell that we've got a beautiful spread before us. We're helping people maybe get ready for some cooking back to school stuff, maybe a little cookout for end of summer send off. What are we looking at?
So we're looking at skewers today. So
yum.
Barbecue, family, friends, enjoyment.
Yep.
On the first skewer that we have here to our your left is called the Coastal Kebab.
Yum. So that's this one right here. Yep.
Absolutely. We did chicken breasts, red peppers, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, skewered them up, seasoned them, shook them down. They're amazing. They're quick.
They look amazing.
Absolutely. And they come with this fantastic coastal dip here that's made with sour cream.
Perfect.
And 2 tablespoons of coastal seasoning, and
awesome.
Just whip it up really quick. And
amazing, which you can find right here in the store. So it's all just comes together really quick. And what my favorite part of this job is when we get to try stuff, you know, because you never leave hungry.
As usually, what you'll put taste in our coastal is a dill and onion.
Ooh, okay. It's very light, very refreshing. I think perfect for, you know, we're still dealing with some of that hot weather, so you don't necessarily want something super heavy. And that is definitely delicious. Stamp of approval.
Good for seafood, anything.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take another bite while you tell us what's next on our list.
All right, so next we have the Caribbean skewer kebab. Again, we did chicken. We went with thighs on this take.
Yum.
Vidalia onions, green bell peppers, pineapples, red bell peppers, red onion.
Okay.
And nice color to it. Thighs obviously have a lot of flavor.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we're kind of getting a little bit of sweet tart from the pineapple and savory from a little bit of everything else.
And it has this fantastic salt here.
Ooh.
It has a little kick on the back end. So.
Ooh, okay. I like the sound of that. Let's give this one a try. Oh yeah, that's good.
And then to pair with your kebabs, we have, and you're not going to try any today because I know you've had it, but we have
yes.
the Ice Emperor's Chai, which is a black.
Ooh.
And it's got some cardamom, some ginger. It's got your normal tea or chai spices in it.
Delicious. Yes, I have tried that one before, and I know that you guys have like a pumpkin ice cream recipe that goes with that tea, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I tried making it. We'll wait for dessert. What else do we have here to try that people can try cooking at home for their sort of end of summer cookouts?
All right, so we did potato salads 2 different ways.
Ooh.
Grandmom's recipe on one of our recipe cards, rustic warm German potato salad.
Yeah, check that out.
And then on the other side, we have a cold potato salad, which is like a bacon and ranch.
Okay.
Which are tasty.
Yum.
The cheese, the chives, the boiled eggs in there.
Every single word that just came out of your mouth. They're some of my favorite things. Bacon, ranch, chives, it's all good stuff.
Some celery. I mean, it's a mouthful.
And a wonderful mouthful.
On the potato salad that you're currently eating, you've got the tailgaters, which actually is really good on burgers as well.
Ooh.
It's got some horseradish, some Worcestershire, whatever you work.
Yeah.
Powder in it.
That one's never easy.
And then the Rocky Garden Ranch, which is a little bit like your traditional ranch. It's got some Romano cheese and some tomato powder.
Wow. And I know most of these have been kind of meat-heavy dishes, but I know that vegetarian diets, vegan diets are very popular these days, and we're not forgetting about those friends either. You've got a dish for them too, right?
Absolutely. We have a plant-based chicken.
Ooh.
We were going to do tofu, but we figured we'd mix it up.
I like that.
We'd do like a decompressed skewer, for those who don't want to.
Looks like chicken.
For about 20 minutes and, get all into it. So plant-based chicken, great substitute. Kind of like the tofu. It absorbs, everything you put in it. So we did a nice marinade of the backwoods hickory rub. Very simple. Some diced onions, some sweet peppers, a little potato.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to give this a bite. Robin, what's in the spice blend?
So that one's going to be more of a barbecue. It's got some hickory.
Ooh.
It's a little bit smokier, but it is one of our most popular. People do love it.
I can see why. Because that's delicious. And I think even on a plant-based meal, if you're not vegetarian, never would have known that wasn't chicken. That's an amazing spice blend to kind of hide that. Pretty much, yeah, more or less. So like we said, all of these spice blends are available here at the Spice and Tea Exchange. Of course, the amazing and wonderful teas that you can pair with them. And they're all amazing, and you can find falls tastes, summer tastes, whatever your taste is, you can definitely find it here at the Spice and Tea Exchange. So I'm going to finish off some of these plates because, again, they're all amazing. So get down here, and if you have any questions, the staff is so knowledgeable, and they can answer any questions that you have. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, but don't go anywhere. We've got a little more to get to when we get back.
This is for you, Toby.
Toby Keith's closest friends celebrate an American icon. Toby Keith, American Icon, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Hello. Now that you've heard the rest, you can hear the best. Who can be with the S and have this on your chest?
Snoop joins The Voice Monday, September 23rd. Set your DVR now.
We've searched, and we don't think you'll find a better Labor Day sale anywhere. Shop Gone Coastal, It's My Style, and Furniture in more locations for the biggest deals anywhere. Like our 3-piece sectional, $9.99. Our 7-piece dining set, $9.99. Sofa sleepers from $5.99. Outdoor Adirondack chairs, only $179. Save even more under the tent, up to 60% off at our Fenwick and Rehoboth locations. The best Labor Day sales at Gone Coastal, It's My Style, and Furniture and more.
Back pain? Trouble sleeping? Slowing down? Reduce stress by 22% with hydrotherapy, lessening pain and improving sleep. At Delaware Hot Tub Company, we have saltwater hot tubs to give you these relaxing health benefits. A simpler, cleaner way to relax using fewer chemicals and easier to maintain too. Why stress when you can relax? Hot tubs, hotter prices at Delaware Hot Tub Company in Millsboro and Lewis. Ask about 0% financing.
Vision loss can be gradual, and your elderly loved ones might not realize how compromised their vision has become. There are some simple ways you can help. Clear all pathways in their home to prevent accidents. Label items with bright colors and make sure those items stay in a designated place. When you need help, consult with a professional in-home care provider. Home Care Services can set up a safety plan, assist with running errands and other tasks that might be difficult for them.
To learn more about Home Care Services, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Join us for Fur and Field Day on September 7th at the Humane Society of Wicomico County. Enjoy competition, outdoor fun, food, vendors, and adoptable animals. Gather your team of 8 to 12 people for just $20 per person. Participate in fun games, water activities, face painting, live music, and more. Don't miss out on this exciting day. Visit wicomicohumane.org for more info. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
All right, everybody, I know it's not Friday. We have an early week treat for you, though, today. And I'm just going to show you. Oh, there she is. I'm going to show you who's on the Coast Life couch. This is Petra. Hey, girl. And we have Lee as well with Humane Animal Partners. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
nice to be back.
Yes. Well, I know we always like to show, our pet of the week. You guys come on Fridays. But, look at this face. It couldn't wait.
Can you believe it?
Could not wait. So tell us a little bit about Petra. She is so sweet.
She is so sweet. She's about 4 months old. She, along with 8 of her litter mates, were actually left at our Wilmington location at the gate, and they're not in great shape. No. So our medical team took care of them. We got them into foster homes to help them, kind of recover and thrive. And as you can see, she's an active,
this is the most energy
healthy little puppy. Yeah, I know. She's just curious about all this new stuff around her. But she's been down in our Rehoboth location for about 3 weeks now, and she really is the sweetest. I've had her up in my office. She loves to snuggle. She'll sit on my lap when I'm on the computer, but other than that, she loves to play with the other puppies, young dogs in the facility, and hang out with the volunteers and the staff.
But she is just, like I said, this is the most energy she showed so far. Normally
she get Nancy.
Yeah. She's like, oh, we're on TV now. Let me show you how cute I am. But look at that face. Are you kidding? How old did you say she is?
About 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah,
okay,
and hard to tell really what she is. I mean, everybody has a different guess. Yeah. But so we'll say do the DNA test. It's always interesting to do, but. She is growing, but I would probably put her up at the 40 to 50 pound range once she's full grown. She's a little short and stocky right now, and her paws aren't huge. So I don't, she's not going to turn into a 90-pound dog. No. So just a perfect little couch snuggler.
So, well, you explore behind the couch, Petra, because also clear the shelters.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. This is such a great way to clear the animal shelters.
The shelters. We're trying to move some animals into homes, for the fall season. So we have a special going on for all animals. It's $25 off the regular adoption fee, and that goes until September 10th. All the information details are on our website, so you can check that out, as well as look for all of the adoptable animals. If you go to humaneanimalpartners.org, you'll see, I thought you were gonna knock over the decor. You'll see all the available dogs, cats, puppies, kittens that are ready to go home. And we have 3 locations: Rehoboth Beach, Wilmington, and our Stanton location, which was under renovation, is just reopening. So you have a bunch of options.
You do, and I love this because a lot of times specials are maybe for specific animals, a certain weight or age, but this is just all animals. We really just want to make sure everyone has a home. That's not the only thing you have going on, though. While Petra explores probably what Leah and I left under the couch, notepads, whatever else. You also have some fun events coming up. What's happening?
We're very busy this September, yes. At the end of September, our biggest fundraising event of the year. It's our casino night.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's our 3rd annual, and tickets are on sale. You can get those on our website. That's September 26th at Baywood Greens Ballroom. So beautiful location, a lot of fun for a great cause.
Perfect. So make sure you guys mark that on your calendar. And if you've just been interested at all in Petra, I know all of you are, or any other animal at Humane Animal Partners, go check them out now. It is a great, great, great time. Kids are going to be coming home from school. Maybe they'll have more energy. I don't know how kids work, but
well, teach them some responsibility.
Yeah,
you gotta feed the dog, walk them, feed the cat, scoop the litter. It's a great time to get started on that stuff.
Something for them to look forward to during a transitional time. So Petra's down there right now, but she says goodbye. But Lee, thank you for coming in and bringing her in.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, anytime. All right, you guys, we have a little bit more Coast Life coming your way. Coming up, we're going to talk maybe some places to travel this fall or winter. Ooh, get excited. We'll be right back.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Hi, this is Amber Brazier. Welcome to Brazier's Carpet Care. Drop off your rugs today or have us pick them up and let our state-of-the-art cleaning plant do the rest. Many methods are used to clean rugs, from air dusting to remove fine soil to soaking in our whirlpool. Hand-knotted rugs are carefully washed, rinsed with cold water and wrung out, followed by a trip through the centrifuge before entering our controlled temperature drying room. We also repair all types of rugs from braided to hand-knotted. Quality cleaning by people who care. That's Brazier's Carpet Care.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
We know that it's hot today, and we're kind of ramping up for that heat wave, or we're in the middle of a heat wave, but don't worry, that cooler weather is coming, and I know what it does. You're going to be crying about that too, because when it's too hot, we cry. When it's too cold, we cry.
Exactly.
But luckily, when it does get too cold, you can sneak a little getaway to somewhere nice. And to tell us the perfect destination for your next vacation is Annette Stellhorn with Accent on Travel. Welcome back, Annette.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be back with you two fine ladies.
Yes, we're excited to have you because I know summer is a busy time of year for you. You're barely here.
Huge. Yeah, we do a lot of travel. I'm on board of directors, so I get to leave for Montreal next week.
Ooh,
it'll be in
fun.
the 70s, which would be really nice. Just got back from California. Beautiful. Sure. And then I leave the end of the month for 2 weeks in Europe with a group on Oceania Cruises of Accent on Travel clients. So.
So you can tell that Annette is the pro when it comes to planning your luxury travel.
Well, we actually have 24 full-time travel advisors now.
This is true, yes.
True.
Wow, 24, nice.
24. Well, you know, you have to know the world, right?
Yes, you do.
In travel, and not one person cannot know everything. So.
We think you know everything.
You know it all.
35 years of traveling, like 100, I think it's 138 countries and 94 different cruise ships I've been on.
Amazing. Yeah. So when that cold weather does finally get here and people are itching to go somewhere nice and warm, you've got quite the lineup for us for getaways.
Lots of great ideas. So we'll start out small.
Okay.
Start out small. We always have Florida to go down to.
Yeah.
We have some fabulous hotels and resorts in Florida for just a couple of days where we have extra amenities. They're all first class or luxury, and we have what we call suite amenities. So you like buy 3 nights and you get a 4th night free.
Great.
So even if you want like a hotel stay and a flyover, we can take care of that. Or Southern California, Arizona, you know, New Mexico, Texas, you're all going to find some warmer. If you go into the Caribbean, I always suggest people look for nonstop flights first, because once they find this great resort and they find out it's a double connection, they're like, not so much, not so great. So, of course, we sell all-inclusives for people that want that end-all, be-all, and they go now from the 3-star all the way up to 6-star luxury. Not so much the sandals and the standard programs, but a little bit nicer, a little bit more boutique. And then you could just go in like to Costa Rica if you're an adventurer, right?
Yes, I love
So we
Costa
have
Rica.
property in Costa Rica on the western side. We absolutely love Costa Rica. But Costa Rica is a wonderful getaway for people that want more of a natural environment, maybe do some sightseeing and touring. And then you can go all the way down to South America. It's in the same timeline, so there's no problem with, you know, getting used to a different time zone. But you've got all the wine country, which is fabulous, of Argentina. And then you could do the Chilean fjords if you want to do a cruise. And in fact, if you still want cold but something different, that's the time to go to Antarctica.
Oh,
So
good point.
we can hop you off on a jet now to avoid going over the Drake Strait. Antarctica is the November to February. That's the window to go to Antarctica if you're a 7th continent bucket list, right? So we have all these people. Another fun trip if you're a 7th continent Great time to go to Australia. Our winter is their summer.
Right.
And right now the US dollar is really strong in Australia, going over to New Zealand, and the flight prices pretty much for around the world have dropped right now. If you want to get to longer trips, of course, you have the Caribbean cruises, and they have 10 days, 7 days, 4 or 5 nights, but then you might want to do like circumnavigate South America. 30 nights or circumnavigate Australia.
30 nights sounds good.
Amazing,
It's
right?
perfect. Right?
That's just what I need.
We just need to find 2 replacements for you ladies.
Exactly.
And then where Asia is really hot, I'll be taking a group into Japan. And again, opposite season. So our son lives in Vietnam with his wife. It's going to be super perfect weather.
Nice.
If you're looking at Asia, maybe do a Mekong River cruise. Perfect time to do that. Also Egypt. It's the best time to go to Egypt. And then you can get even longer and you could do a world cruise. So if you really absolutely hate winter, you can rent your house out, start January 5th, and be gone for 3 or 4 months. Right?
Yes.
So doesn't that sound appealing?
Sure does.
My husband really wants to do it. They take care of your laundry, they take care of your meals, they come in and fix your bed, they clean your bathroom.
It'd be really hard to go back.
Well, actually, some people repeat world cruises. So I say all travel has 4 steps: anticipation, planning, travel, and the memories.
Oh, that's sweet.
I love that.
Yes.
And let Accent on Travel take care of the planning so that all you need to worry about is what you're wearing.
Ooh.
Exactly. Oh, we can help with that too.
And they can help with that too, which we love. Well, Annette, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about all the great warm weather getaways for when it gets cold here.
It's time to plan now if you do not want to be here all winter long.
No, let's do it. And all types of adventure. So what are you waiting for? Start booking. We'll take a quick break. So when we get back, we want you to tell us about where you're going next. But we've also got a sweet new ride for you on the way.
It's one of them nights, baby. Everything you got, the whole world watches.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Signs of poor eyesight aren't always clear to us. At Wink Vision Center, we provide the best possible standard of care to discover the signs and improve your vision. Our eye exams are fast, easy, and comfortable to ensure you and your family can see clearly as soon as possible. Shop the finest selection of designer frames from Tiffany to Vera Wang, Maui Jim, and Urkers. Need an appointment? We can get you in as soon as the next day. The choice is clear. Wink Vision, Ocean City and Cambridge.
Unwind, work off stress, and be comfortably true to who you are with Jab and Flow. We're dedicated to creating a balance of physical and mental wellness for your best life. You don't have to get in the ring, be a hardcore yogi, or train like a pro athlete to become part of our community. We teach boxing fundamentals with a fun variety of yoga, Pilates, and fitness classes for drop-ins and members of all levels. On Route 1 between Rehoboth and Dewey with plenty of free parking.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
You're watching Coast Life, and today we've got ourselves an absolute spaceship on wheels. That's going to be the 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. We've got an exclusive from Preston Automotive over in Millsboro. We've got Alyssa here. Oh my gosh, that started off so smooth too. Well, Alyssa here is going to talk to us all about the coolest features of this, what was I saying, the spaceship
on wheels. Heck yeah.
I mean, just if you can get into this interior right here, we'll talk about that in just a minute. I've never seen anything like this, but there's so much to get into with this vehicle. So, Alyssa, let's take a little tour around.
Let's do it. One of my favorite features of all times in this vehicle is the hands-free entry. I don't want to have to find my key fob to unlock the car. I want to just be able to simply open the door and put whatever I need to put in the back seat.
I see you've got the car seat all strapped in here.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you even have the frog.
I had to bring our mascot. He really wanted to come on a ride with me today.
That's incredible how you can fit such a big thing in there. And I bet there's even more space in the trunk.
There really is. I was actually surprised with how much stuff I can fit in the back of this vehicle.
And it looks like there's still enough space for a host of Coast Life.
Heck yeah, even two.
Yeah.
And then we also have our full-size spare tire underneath of here.
Oh, nice. You know, it's so funny. Yeah, you might never use it, but the second you need it, it's just gonna be so glad you have this in here. I gotta take a look under the hood. I mean, a machine like this has got to have something going on. Oh. There
now
we go.
This is the 2.0 turbocharged engine.
Turbocharged?
Yes, it is. Now, with this, you also have another customizable feature with Lincoln is you can also have the hybrid version. It is not a plug-in hybrid, and that's the 2.4 engine, where that's going to get you a little bit better fuel economy. But as I said, this is the 2.0 turbocharged, so you're going to have a little bit more pep in your step when you're accelerating.
There we go. I'm getting into the car for the first time, and what I see is this panoramic LCD.
Yes, completely immersive, completely customizable. So as you can see here, you have your vehicle here. When you're driving down the road, you're going to have lanes because it has your lane sense departure. Now, one of the new features that I have found to be the most interesting is you usually have your buttons here and you just simply press them. Well, this is more like a touchpad.
Wow.
So if I wanted to activate the cruise control, I slide up to it and then I press it and just slide from each feature. Now this one controls how far the distance is between the vehicle that is in front of me, and I can set and resume. This also controls whether or not my lane keeping system will be on. You also will always have a digital display of what your speed limit is on the road that you're traveling on.
This is incredible.
And then the right side is just your volume control, as well as if you want to navigate through whatever songs you're listening to. So if you wanted to customize your display up here, you would then press this button right here on the screen. And then, so right now you have your fuel economy, you have your radio, and then you have your weather up on the screen. Now say I wanted to take my fuel economy off the screen, and I wanted the clock instead.
Oh, wow.
Now the clock is up there.
Completely customizable.
Completely. And I can also put my tire pressure up here if I don't want to look at the music. Now I'll always know what all four of my tires.
I love how intuitive all of this is too. Like I felt so overwhelmed, I should say, getting in here. What are some safety features, I'd say, of the Nautilus?
So one of these safety features you can actually see right on the side mirror right there. This does have blind spot monitoring as well as lane keep assist. So while driving down the road when your cruise control is engaged, it will assist you with keeping you in between the lanes. And another feature that it has is while you are driving with your cruise control engaged, this little bar right here senses your eyes. So if you are not looking at the road, it will then pop up an alert and it will ding at you that you need to watch the road.
Oh, wow.
As well as if you take your hands off of the steering wheel, it has sensors in the steering wheel and it will alert you to put your hands back on the steering wheel.
And Alyssa, where can we find this car to buy?
So you can find this vehicle over at Boulevard Ford Lincoln of Georgetown at 40 Bridgeville Road in Georgetown, Delaware, 19947. And if you want to call and inquire and ask what our availability are for these units, you can contact us at 302-856-2561.
You can find yourself in a 2024 Lincoln Nautilus over in Georgetown over at Preston. So don't hop away. We've got some more Coast Life coming up in just a bit.
Every visit is an adventure at Browse About Books in Rehoboth Beach. Search our hand-picked book collection and find something in every genre. From bestsellers to some of our staff picks, you'll uncover a new adventure every time. After you've browsed our extensive book selection, explore our gift shop, where you'll find an exciting array of toys, gifts, Rehoboth-themed items, and home decor. Browse About Books on Rehoboth Avenue, a fun, friendly place to shop for books and so much more.
The dad who recorded his daughter's first day of school every year, from the start of kindergarten to her senior year in high school, and every year in between. Next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Cancer will make you wake up real quick. You get in touch with your mortality. You really do. I just wanted cancer to be removed. And if robotics was the best way, let's get it done. I arrived at BB at 9 a.m. I was walking back home at 4 p.m. That stood out, that I could have major surgery and be home in less than 8 hours later. Robotic surgery worked for me. It really did. It's changed my life.
Join us for Fur and Field Day on September 7th at the Humane Society of Wicomico County. Enjoy competition, outdoor fun, food, vendors, and adoptable animals. Gather your team of 8 to 12 people for just $20 per person. Participate in fun games, water activities, face painting, live music, and more. Don't miss out on this exciting day. Visit wicomicohumane.org for more info. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blenders shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long coming under fire from the Delaware Department of Elections.
Long did not disclose nearly $300,000 in payments to her husband.
In a scathing report, the agency says she profited off her campaign for governor.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
Take a look at these two cuties from back in the day. If you can't tell who that is, one of them is our Coast TV News anchor, Matt Pensick. I know. And if you know Matt, if you watch Coast TV News today, you know he loves Penn State.
Yes.
And so we thought we'd show this photo he sent us because we've been soliciting your back to school photos.
That's true.
And the reason we showed this one, it was not Matt's first day of school, but it might as well have been. Because he knew from the moment he could breathe that he was going to Penn State.
Aww.
And so that was him probably just basking in his future first day of school.
I love that. I love that for people. When you know exactly what your future is and you've got goals and you're determined to go get them. When you know that from a young age, I'm jealous.
Me too.
Because I still don't know.
Right.
Looking for ideas.
Send help. Just kidding. We're doing fine. But yes, don't forget we have been asking for your first day of school photos. Whether you want to share the photos of your kids or maybe you're a teacher.
Yeah.
What we really want to see though is like if you're a parent and you went
Some
to school in
of
the 70s.
your throwback ones, because those are just, they're such gold.
They're so
good. When you look back and you look at what hairstyles we're in, what clothes we're in, what it's just it's such a gem and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Exactly. So we're all celebrating together. I think a lot of schools are still going back today, those who start with a half week. Which I think is a great idea.
I think between this week and next week, by the end of, by the start, by Tuesday, after Labor Day, everybody's back in school.
Yes, I believe
as
so.
far as I know.
Good. Oh, and your first day of college picks. Those are always fun too.
Yeah, because
Cool.
we do kind of sometimes forget about college when we're talking back to school.
We do. We think the little ones, but you are doing great, and you're going back to school too, and we're here for you.
That's right.
Yay.
But, so yeah, you can send those to team@coastlife.com, or you can send them via our socials.
Sweet.
You can DM us on Facebook, Instagram, however you want to get them to us.
We
We'll
are
take 'em.
everywhere.
That's right. Everywhere but here though, because it's about that time for us to get on out of here. Thank you so much, us. We love hanging out with you. Have a great rest of your day. Coast TV News at 5 takes it from here, and we'll see you tomorrow.